Hi, second graders. Welcome back to Social Studies. Today, we will continue talking about consequences. We're going to look at some specific scenarios and think about the consequences that might happen because of those actions. In the top right corner of your screen, you should see a blue button that says, click here for read aloud of Officer Buckle. Don't click that yet, okay? I want to talk to you a little bit about this story. So hold on just 1 minute and I will tell you when to click that button. So we're going to be listening to the read aloud, Officer Buckle and Gloria. In just a moment, I'll tell you to click on that button, but not yet. Story is about Officer Buckle, who cares greatly about keeping students, teachers, and even the principal safe. He comes up with many rules. He calls them tips. We could also say that they're rules to keep everyone safe. But not everyone listens all the time. So there are some consequences that happen in this book. While you're reading, I want you to think about what possible consequences could happen when people don't listen to his safety tips or his safety rules. Throughout the story, I've added 3 questions that you'll need to stop and answer. When those questions come up, for the first 2 questions, you'll need to click on the correct answer. For the very last question, you will need to type in your answer. So make sure to do that. I'll be able to see how you answer. I'm excited to see how you do on this. Go ahead and click that blue button now. And once you're finished listening to Officer Buckle and Gloria, I want you to come back to this video so that we can talk about what you'll be doing next. Enjoy the story. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed listening to Officer Buckle and Gloria. Now, the last thing that you'll be doing today is you're going to look at 4 different scenarios. There is a link to these scenarios inside of our Google Classroom under this assignment. I'm going to show you what they look like in just a moment. You do not need to answer all 4 scenarios. You only need to answer 1. If you'd like to answer more for extra credit, you can feel free to do that. I know some of you are very ambitious and you might choose to do that. What you'll be doing for the scenario that you choose is you'll be looking at what a student in the scenario did wrong, what the student could have done instead, and a possible consequence. So I'll need you to pretend that you're the adult or the teacher in these situations, and I'll need you to come up with some good consequences so that the students who do something wrong make sure to think about what they've done and they learn a lesson and make sure not to do it again. Let's take a look at these scenarios together. Scenario 1. One day, Alex was playing soccer on the playground with his friends. His friend Sam was about to score a goal. Alex did not want to lose the game, so he pushed Sam to the ground. So let's go through this one together and sort of brainstorm how we could answer these questions. So first, what did Alex do wrong? Go ahead and whisper that to the screen. You're right. Alex pushed Sam. That's not the right thing to do. We know that we keep our hands to ourselves. He broke a rule by pushing Sam. He could have hurt his friend. Now, what could Alex have done instead? What would have been a better option? Instead of him pushing Sam to the ground, what could he have done? Whisper that to the screen too. I'm listening. You're right. He could have tried to kick the ball away from Sam. They're playing soccer after all, and that's what you do in soccer. In soccer, you never ever push somebody, but you could try to kick the ball away from your opponent. Last but not least, what should Alex's consequence be? Okay, so here's where you'll have to pretend that you're the grown-up in this situation. Let's say that this is during recess, and you are the grown-up that needs to come up with a consequence. If you were Alex's teacher, what consequence would you give him? Whisper that to me. That's a very good idea. Yeah, maybe Alex would have to sit out for the rest of the game and think about a better choice. Oh, or maybe his parents would have to be called. Maybe he'd have to write an apology letter to Sam. That's a good consequence too. These are all really great ideas. Okay, so we're going to look at the other three scenarios. And then you can choose which one you would like to write about. Scenario 2. Grace and Laura were eating lunch in the cafeteria. Samantha went over to sit with the two girls. Laura told Samantha she could not sit with them. Samantha walked away crying. What did Laura do wrong? What could Laura have done instead? What should Laura's consequence be? Let's look at scenario 3. Mr. Smith is reading a book aloud to the class. Tommy keeps whispering in Kim's ear. Kim tells him to pay attention, but Tommy does not stop. What is Tommy doing wrong? How could Kim solve this problem? What should Tommy's consequence be? Scenario 4. Okay, this one's a bit of a challenge. So if anybody's looking for a challenge, this one is for you. It says, children in a local playground do not appear to be getting along well, and they are breaking playground rules. Look at the picture. Find 3 situations you could change. What are they doing wrong? What should the consequence be? Okay, so this is laid out a little bit differently. Instead of answering these 3 questions, what you're being asked to do is find 3 different things in this picture that you see kids doing wrong. Then you're going to write in each of these spaces one thing that you see somebody doing wrong and what their consequence should be. So for example, we could say, a boy is laughing at someone else. It looks like maybe he's making fun of him. What should the consequence be? Maybe he should have to apologize to the boy. Maybe he should have to write him an apology letter. What do you think? So take a look around this picture and see what other things you can find that kids are doing wrong. Select a problem and then come up with a consequence for that rule that's being broken. Okay, good luck, everyone. I will see you next time.